Welcome to Evergreen Learning Spotlight. Today we're visiting with the Science Bowl team from Shahala Middle School who recently placed first at a regional competition. I'd like to introduce you to the team now. Joining me are Kobe Sue, Ming Liu, Austin Zhang, Sydney Wallace, and Jason Yu. Welcome. So Sydney, I'm going to start with you. Tell me a little bit about the Shahala Science Bowl team and what you guys do.
Well, we meet every Tuesday, Thursday to practice, and we set up the buzzers and answer sample questions.
And those questions have to do with all types of science or just one particular area?
All types of science, and some of them even include math.
Great. Kobe, how does a student at Shahala become a member of the Science Bowl team?
So what they do is they attend the first few meets, and then eventually we get a test that there's too many people in there, and it's often written. And then if you place in the first 15 slots, then you're in.
Great. Ming, why did you join the Science Bowl team?
So I joined Science Bowl because I want to feel academically challenged in school, and because I want to feel like I needed to work as part of a team.
Great. And you were part of the Science Bowl team that went to National last year too, right?
Correct.
And where did you place last year?
We placed second, as you can see by the trophy.
Great. Congratulations. So Jason, let's talk a little bit about the Science Bowl competitions. What are they like?
Really nervous and tight, I think. They're okay. I just kind of sit there and have Ming answer all the questions.
So talking of the questions, Austin, I understand you have a sample question that you're going to share with us.
Oh yeah, one of the physical science sample questions is, what is the state of matter of the ionized substance in a typical fluorescent light bulb?
The answer is plasma.
Yeah.
I was going to ask if you guys knew the answer, so I'm glad to hear that. How many Science Bowl competitions has the team participated in, Sydney?
This team, we've only participated in one competition.
And what was that competition?
The BPA Regional Science Bowl this year.
And how did you guys do?
We won first place.
Congratulations. So Jason, how do you go about preparing for that? The competition.
Oh, I read, well, our teacher, Mr. Canwine, he brought in AP books from the high schools, and I read a bit of the AP bio.
Great. So, Austin, there's a lot of teamwork and coordination involved. So how do you guys prepare as a team?
Well, as a team, during practice, we just, obviously, we gather as a team and we practice questions as a team. There's other Shahala Science Bowl teams. We practice against them. And overall, we also just try to have a good time because, you do best when you're having fun. So.
And talk a little bit about the teamwork of the team. I mean, do you all have the same questions, or do you play off each other and say, oh, he's better at this, or she's better, or how do you guys do that?
We all play off of each other's strengths. Like, if Ming's stronger at something, please we get something, then we may have, Kobe study something. I know a couple people study specific things because we were weak in that subjects. Sydney studied NASA missions because we weren't so good at the specific NASA missions. So, yeah, we try to compensate for each other's weaknesses.
Great. Ming, why do you think the Science Bowl teams from Shahala do so well in the competitions?
Well, we have very talented team members, and we try to keep our team morale very high. And we also attempt to keep, make sure that we have fun because, as Austin said, we do better when we're having fun.
Okay, so you've been on 2 regional teams that have placed first. What makes this team place first where maybe other teams are only placing second, fifth, whatever?
So we have some people that are faster in the earlier rounds where it's easier questions, and in the later harder rounds where basically nobody's getting them, we have people that are smarter and quickly get those questions.
Great. So you're playing off each other's strengths and stuff to do.
Yes.
That's great. Kobe, I understand everyone on this science team is also in Excel at Shahala. How much of the current success you have in Science Bowl do you attribute to being in Excel?
Well, I put most of it to Excel, but a few of it is devotion and perseverance in studying on your own, too.
And what about the teacher who coaches the science team, Mr. Cantonwine. Does he contribute to your success at all?
Yeah, he's our main physics provider.
Great. I want to give a shout out to the teachers,
Okay.
you know, I mean, always want to keep our teachers happy. Jason, you've been taking high school level physics classes. So you must have had some kind of knowledge before you joined the Science Bowl team. What other science classes have you been taking? And just talk a little bit about your background with science.
Well, in 6th grade, we've taken science with a biology teacher, Ms. Sullivan, and she taught us about about the human body. In 7th grade, we had lessons on minerals and rocks, and we've also dissected a frog in a cow's eye.
Okay. Now, is it common for middle school students to be taking physics? Is that something everybody's taking in 8th grade now, or is that more for the upper level students?
More for the upper level, I think.
Okay. But if somebody's doing really well, they can take physics?
Yeah,
'Cause
they just
I
have
thought
to
that was like a
pass the
high school
test.
class. So. Okay. Ming, Science Bowl looks like an activity that would give students the opportunity to learn and practice a lot of different types of skills. Can you think of any other skills that you've gained by being on the Science Bowl team?
Okay, so we learned to persevere and work hard, and we also learn how to cooperate and other teamwork aspects.
Do you think that will help you as you go on into high school?
Yes.
Okay, great. Austin, what do you like most about being on Science Bowl team?
I like how a lot of us here get to form friendships with each other. In fact, I think basically everyone here is friends with everyone else here. It's really about growing and bonding together, and it's more about forming friendships than anything. Of course, there's the academic part, which is a lot of fun to ring in, but I like how I formed a lot of friends on the Science Bowl team.
And, I mean, there's 5 of you here today, but how many are in the Science Bowl teams at Shahala? Approximately how many students are participating?
15, 5 on each team, 3 teams.
Okay. That's a lot. What's next for you, Kobe? You guys took first at the regional, so.
So next we just compete for nationals and hopefully we get first.
And where are nationals at?
It takes place in Washington, D.C.
And that's at the end of April?
Yep.
Do you guys know how many other teams are going to be back there participating?
Over 100 maybe?
Over 100 middle school teams?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Now, what I don't think a lot of people know is that Mountain View High School also placed at the regional science competition and will be back in Washington, D.C. also. And that the students on the Mountain View science team all came through Shahala, so you guys have a pretty good track record. I mean, again, the high school is going on and doing the same types of things, so that's really great. Sydney, I understand in addition to the competition back in D.C. at the Nationals, there's another piece of it. You guys have to build an electric car. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, we have to build a car that runs on a motor that they will send us. And it has to basically go down the track as fast as it can while holding a filled water bottle.
So how big is this car? I mean, is it like a regular car size, or is it a model car, or what is it?
It's gonna be pretty small, not very much, not larger than the water bottle.
Oh, okay. So it's not a full-size car.
No.
Okay. Ming, if there are students out there who are thinking about joining Science Bowl, what would you tell them?
I would tell them that they should join Science Bowl because it's a great way to feel academically challenged, and also it builds skills such as teamwork and cooperation.
Okay, and why do you think teamwork and cooperation is important?
Because in later life, in jobs, you'll have to cooperate with other people and as well as work with your boss.
Okay, so it's those soft skills. I mean, it's you have to be smart to answer these questions and study, but also the soft skills in teamwork and cooperation. And
Yes.
that's great. So Ming, I understand you are the captain of the team this year. Why don't you explain what these trophies are sitting here?
Okay, so the one farthest to the left,
This one?
yes,
Okay.
is the regional trophy that we earned this year at the BPA Science Bowl. and it says first place, which means that we go on to nationals this year.
So only first place teams go to national?
Yes.
Okay, and then this plaque in the middle.
Okay, so this plaque in the middle is given out to the individual team members and the coach. So we all have one of these.
And then the trophy actually stays at the school then?
Yes.
Okay, and then what's this other trophy?
And the other trophy was last year's nationals trophy, where we got second place.
And you were on that team?
Yes.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
So Ming, if students are out there thinking about joining the Science Bowl team, what would you want them to know about Science Bowl, and what would you tell them?
I would tell them that they should join Science Bowl, because if they're doing well in their ordinary core classes, then joining Science Bowl will make them feel academically challenged, and it also builds soft skills such as teamwork and cooperation.
Great. Well, I want to thank all of you for joining me today and wish you the best of luck at Nationals. I hope you bring home a first place trophy this year. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
This program is being provided by the 15 members of the Vancouver Educational Telecommunications Consortium, TV, etc.